February 1st marks the beginning of the Chinese New Year and the Year of the Tiger. But we don't care about that. We want the codes for the fireworks festival. I will be giving out the recipes for the fireworks festival, but first let's talk about how to get the firecrackers and the stickers that are used to make those fireworks. First, we have the fun Lunar New Year's event. Here you can complete basic missions that are able to give you firecrackers and stickers. If you pay $5, or what's equivalent to the 300 gem pack if you're not using the US dollar, you're able to double your rewards from this list. And one of the rewards is the Chinese lantern, which is used for the Spring Festival. As you collect the lanterns, it progresses you farther down the list, giving you additional rewards, and if you purchase the pack that doubles your rewards for the Lunar New Year, it also gives you access to the premium rewards from the Spring Festival. And several of the rewards in here are the firecrackers and the stickers used to make those fireworks for the fireworks festival. And even after you max this out, for every 500 points you get after the fact, you are able to get an additional premium recruit voucher and 2 small VIT caps. So this can give you rewards throughout the entirety of the event. Now that you got the firecrackers and the stickers used to make the fireworks, you're ready to set them off. You can use differing combinations of each of the fireworks and the stickers to make different recipes and give you different rewards. Now, if you look under the goals, one of the goals is to set off a certain amount of fireworks. One cheap way to get this reward quicker is you can do a recipe that is 1 firecracker and 1 sticker, and this counts as a firework set off. And if you do this 100 times, you'll have completed all those challenges. Once you've crafted the firework, you can hit claim and it will give you a reward depending on the ingredients that you used. The more ingredients you use, the rarer the rewards that you have the potential of getting. Now, there are 2 types of recipes. There are secret recipes and non-secret recipes. If you get the code wrong, you'll get a random non-secret recipe. According to topwar, the non-secret recipes are the eco-friendly fireworks, sparklers, common fireworks, the willow, comet, fountains, and Thunderbomb fireworks. While all of these do give you differing rewards, these are not the secret recipes, which is the other goal that you have to complete. Not only do you have to set off a total of 100 fireworks, but you also have to discover up to 15 secret recipes. If you manage to complete 10 of these achievements, you will get some additional rewards from this event. Now, if anybody shares a code for you for one of the secret recipes, make sure you get the name of it. If they don't have a name, do not trust the code. I have seen many times today, for example, the willow is probably the most common one I've seen. People think the willow is a secret recipe. No, you can get the willow with a bunch of different combinations of firecrackers and stickers. All of the things on the Firework Festival non-secret list are random drops depending on how many ingredients you use. Now, the Thunderbomb firework is the one that everybody wants. Unfortunately, there is not a recipe for this. However, the more ingredients you spend, the more likely you are to get this. So, for example, this is very similar to the Thanksgiving event. A combination that a lot of people liked using was 161 and 181. It doesn't matter which ingredient is those numbers, but that was a combination a lot of people were using. Some people like to use 181 of both, and then some people like to use 200 of both. We never really found out which combination gave the best rewards, but of course, if you spend large amounts of rewards on a single firework, you have the best chance of getting the Thunderbomb firework for those Chinese knots that are used for the base skin and other rewards that everybody is chasing after. The Chinese knots can be used in the Mountain Academy store. There are a bunch of different rewards in here that you can pick. I would recommend not purchasing any of the rewards until close to the end of the event so you can figure out exactly how many Chinese knots you're going to obtain throughout the event. That way you can budget accordingly. Also, it's worth mentioning that the Nian store, I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but this is basically a throb event. Keep in mind that you can attack these throbs, which they made look a lot different than the normal throbs. And you can get firecrackers and stickers from this store. However, the bigger thing that I would recommend getting in here for this event is the 2022 Lunar chest, which has a potential of giving you 100 of those Chinese knots, so you can grind out some of those throbs so you could potentially get the base skin or whatever you'd like out of that store a bit easier. You are also able to join other people's rallies up to 50 times per day to give you a few tickets so you don't have to spend the VIT, so keep that in mind. Now we're going to talk about the secret recipes for the hidden fireworks. In the upper right hand corner where it says fireworks, we can find the list that shows all the fireworks that you have the potential to make as well as the hidden fireworks. Now, on this list, as I discussed a little bit earlier, the first 7 things on this list, so the Thunderbomb and everything above it, does not have a code. It is a random drop depending on how many ingredients you used. If you get one of these rewards, don't share the code. It was entirely a random drop based on the ingredients you use. These are not secret recipes. These are just random drops. Everything below the Thunder Bomb is a secret recipe. And now this event is very similar to the Thanksgiving event that happened just last year, but topwar did something different. During the Thanksgiving event, we were able to do all the hidden recipes on the first day, which means everybody was done on day one and there was almost nothing left to do in the event. For the Lunar New Year's, topwar has released the ability to get 6 of the secret codes, which I will leave in the description below, so you can go ahead and input those. I have personally tested all of those, and they give you a hidden recipe. However, we do not have the ability to get the hidden recipes for the rest of the fireworks, at least not yet. It looks like topwar will be releasing the ability to get 2 new recipes each day, which will prolong this event and keep everybody interested in it. Now, while I will post the 6 codes that are currently available in the description below, if you want all these future codes, I would recommend either following me on Twitter. I'll post 2 new codes each day as I get them, or follow me on my Discord where I have the list in its entirety, as well as I will update that with all the new codes as they come out. If you do join my Discord, the codes are in 2 different locations. You can either go to announcements, or you can go to the firework codes. In the announcements, I just have the codes and the names to them. In the firework codes, I also have screenshots accompanying all of them to show that it is the hidden firework recipe. And it should be noted that once you complete the hidden firework recipe, you are not able to get the same rewards a second time. So for example, if I wanted to do the flying fish over and over so I can get the exotic decor chest every time, it's not going to work. Each hidden recipe works one time, and after that, it will give you a random reward that is related to the first 7 things on this list. So if you've already completed the hidden recipe, don't bother doing it again. Either save your ingredients or do some of those big recipes and hope that you get the Thunder Bomb firework for the 300 Chinese knots. Also, just a recommendation based on personal experience, if you're taking codes from another person to try, do not try them unless they can also give you a name associated with that code. They need to tell you what the reward is, because there's a lot of codes that are currently floating around that are going to give you one of the non-secret recipes, and you don't need a code for that. You can just try a random recipe to get one of these non-secret recipes. So don't try anybody's code unless they can also give you a name for it, but I really strongly recommend checking out either my Twitter or my Discord. Let me waste my firecrackers and stickers confirming that it's the right recipe before you waste yours. There is no rush to complete these recipes. You can complete them all the way up to the end of the event. And if there's anything I missed on this event, any details, please let me know in the comments below. I'll make a pinned message for any details I may have missed or any updates that may happen to the event as the days go by and more of it unlocks. But while you're down there, please don't forget to drop a like. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you to everybody who subscribed. And, as always, have a fantastic day. And of course, Happy Chinese New Year, Year of the Tiger.